Aaron, when did you first get involved in politics?
I was about 16 and I joined the Youth Commission, which then evolved into the Youth Cabinet, and that's what got me involved in politics, an interest in politics. Not necessarily my political party, but just an interest in how it works, involving people, listening to people and consulting with people, and that kind of way forward. That's where my interest comes from politics.
So from 2005, which I believe you were out leafleting.
Yep.
Now 5 years on, you're out standing for council. Why are you standing for council?
I feel that I've got something to give. I'm young, I'm enthusiastic and energetic. I feel that Little Thurrock needs someone like me to take this ward further and to meet the standards that I feel deserve for this ward.
What feedback are you getting on the doorstep?
Well, my feedback that I'm getting back is that there's lack of services, the roads aren't as a good a quality as we can see just here, and that kind of stuff. That's the main point, and the youth provision, that's my main points here.
You're saying youth provision. I'm just trying to think where we are now. I mean, where's the nearest youth provision from here?
The nearest one is either Tilbury or you've got Gray's Connections, which isn't really a youth provision, but up on the first floor they've got a music studio. My point about youth provision was about, okay, fair enough, we can't have a youth club here, but we can bring back, we used to have a bus that used to meet at black shops where young people used to go on to and do whatever they'd done, and it's about in consulting with young people, finding out what they want, even if it's just for their parks and open spaces. That's what I mean by youth provision, because obviously we haven't got the funds or anything to have a youth club in Little Thurrock.
You've been at a few of the full council meetings. It's quite an atmosphere in there. Would you like to be part of that?
Of course I would, yeah. I feel that I could play a vital role and speak up for the residents of Little Thurrock Rectory.
But you're only 21?
Yep.
Okay, so somebody comes to the door with problems about unemployment or say divorce, etc., or whatever is thrown at you, or eviction. What on earth can a 21-year-old advise people on?
Well, I think it's about the learning curve. I've learned a lot about politics as it is, and about what the Labour Party are doing, and opposition's what they want to do or are doing at the moment for the local council, for example, as they're in power. But I think it's about learning and going forward with how with how society needs, and working with the council officers that have more experience and understanding for me to work alongside with them and the residents of Little Thurrock.
Do you think there are enough young people involved in politics from a Labour side at the moment? Because, I hate to say it, in my day, in the 70s, the early 80s, there was a lot of sort of radical groups going on and people encouraged. It doesn't seem to be that. There's Richard Spade, there's Nick Rankin, there's yourself. You don't really see a whole welter of young people involved.
Just because we don't have young people standing as candidates, as many as others might want or see, it doesn't mean that we haven't got young people helping out in canvassing and everything else. I mean, just the other day there was 10 people, young people under 29, helping me out in Little Thurrock Rectory at the top of the Rectory Road. So there are young people actively involved. It's just not necessarily that they're standing for council or want to take up that stand.
So finally, what would you define as success?
Success to me is, obviously I'd like to be elected and serve Little Thurrock Rectory. That would be the major success. But success to me would also be anything that might be better than it has been overall. Success for our party though in Thurrock would be to take over the control of the minority Conservative administration.